We were just outside of Barstow when the acid kicked in. I told you guys that I didn't need you to watch me spray the spray bottle. I'm just going to spray this down a couple more times. I don't think you need to sit here and watch me squirt a spray bottle. You guys get the gist of it. Oh boy, was I wrong. Because I left it puddle. And now it looks all crappy. It was nice and clean, and now I've got acid puddles because somebody got to talking on the phone, drinking, and spraying acid all over the place and not paying attention. And now it's all pooled and puddled, and now it looks like that. I don't think it's a big deal. It just doesn't look all nice and pretty. Alright, today we're going to do the seam sealing. I thought I was going to go and really have a tough time of trying to figure out how this works and whatever. Got this test piece. Sanded down a couple areas so I could practice on different seams. You know, that one's a V, this one's, you know, try and get the technique down. I smeared a little bit right on there just to see what it was like. Super easy. We're moving on. I'm not going to practice. We're going to jump right into it. That spread's really easy. The technique I was trying to use looks like it's going to work, so I'm not too concerned. Let's dive right in. Like I said, I've never done the seam sealing before, so the only knowledge I have is I watched a video on YouTube like 5 minutes ago. Seems pretty straightforward. What we're going to use is masking tape, and we're going to tape down both sides of it. We got a brushable seam sealer that we're going to use along with a spreader and some degreaser. What I've seen done is stretch the tape down, spread the seam sealer, spray the degreaser on there, smooth it out with your finger, you're done. Sounds simple enough. Let's see. Okay, first thing I want to do is get the masking tape. Okay, that's probably way wider than what that needs to be, but that's the way I'm going to do it because there's a lot of welds and I want to kind of transition that the best that I can. One thing I did already wipe that down with the greaser before we got started, but you got to let that dry for so long before you can do this step. So this is the seam sealer I got. Must be Canadian because it's got a leaf on there. I'm sorry. That was a stereotype Canadian joke. I live in West Virginia, so nobody hears stereotype jokes more than me. So. It is Canadian. Okay. I've got that rough on there. Now what they were doing was giving it a little of that. I think that looks pretty good. It's Still wet, but that looks way better than it did. Since I got such a professional job on my first attempt, we can speed this process right along. So we'll see you in just a sec. Well, we've got everything sealed up. Everything turned out pretty good. Really improved the lines of everything. This did dry up and shrink a little bit. I didn't realize that that was going to have a shrink factor to it. So you can see the weld's a little bit coming through, but hey, there's a weld under it, so it is what it is. But that's it for today. Join me next time. We're going to go and put the Ford 15 on the bottom of it and clean up a couple other little things. So we'll see you next time as we watch paint dry.